Hello, welcome to the basement. Got a couple things I want to do today. First, look, this is a lunch kit thing from years ago that was used for camping. I'm for clean water, Ontario Water Resources Commission. Don't know if they still exist, don't know what year this is from, but this is what we were told we should get when we were scouts if we were going camping. And what happens here? Oh, why is this not coming off? Hello, okay. So inside we have a little cup, not a cup, a bowl. Some little, oh yeah, there was this envelope that had almost like a, I don't know what this is. It's almost got like a razor blade thing in it. Now, I don't think this is part of the original kit. I don't think so. You would think there would be more traditional cutlery. Anyway, I'll put that back in there. But here is a lid, a little thing, and a bowl. You would think there would be cutlery in here, and maybe there was. I don't know. But anyway, this was what we were told. Now, it's made out of aluminum. Is it something you could really cook on? I suppose. Is it something that's necessarily recommended today? I don't know. But what I will do, I will close it back up with this little thing, and I will say, I will send this to my brother because, well, I think I will. Here's some wire, thin wire. Oh, there's some penny here that I'm going to take upstairs to the pet room because it may be handy. It's very thin. Canada wire, and it's old. It says F480. Oh, and this one says F468. I don't know which is thinner, but on computer things, if traces go bad, this could be handy. So this will go to the pet room. It will. Here, this is something I use often. It's a razor. Remove to trim. Let's see here. Oh yeah, oh, that's dirty. Well, I guess somewhere along here, there's maybe something you could trim with. I could remove to trim Remington triple action. Anyway, this will go upstairs as well. And at this moment, oh dear, it doesn't really need to be here. But now comes the great time of experimentation. And I think I mentioned before that I have done stuff in the past at the helpfulness and urging of my father to use real telephone bells in some stage production things. And is the voltage exactly right for this? On 120, no, it's not exactly right. Firstly, I'm going to unplug a few things here. I'm not even sure what this is. What is this? What does this go to? Oh, it goes to a little wee radio that probably didn't need to be plugged in at this time for a while. So, I think what I will do at this moment, in keeping with the theme of things that my father taught me, I will put on one of his old hats. How do I know it? Because it says RTB inside. So, I have this power bar here, and I could maybe do better than this, but here is a phone bell. And see, there wasn't a whole lot of voltage that used to go down phone lines when there were still phone lines, although all the companies were trying to get rid of them, even though I remember during power failures, the phone was the one thing you could count on. But now, there's a power failure and the internet goes out, you're doomed. Anyway, the idea behind this is, if I take this thing and I stick it into this power bar, and I take this other thing, oops, and stick it into this power bar, assuming I can make a connection inside, and maybe I can, and maybe I can't, because the things don't seem to really go in well. But maybe they do. Maybe they do. That if I then flip this on, okay, I don't believe I'm making a connection. Oh. No, I don't think this goes deep enough. Okay, I'll turn the... Oh, it was on. That's not wise. Now the other thing is that maybe this one doesn't work. I'm going to turn this off. I think maybe I need to do something else for this one, because it has the original clips on it that may not be friendly to going down into there. Now this one here, another telephone ringy dingy bingy, has just bare wires. It doesn't have little screw-on connector things. So I'm going to stick this down, deep down into this. And this wire, this is all, these are not solid wires, they are stranded, so they are sometimes difficult. Anyway, I'm going to stick this down. Oh, didn't go in. I'm going to stick, no, it's still giving me a hard time. Okay, I think it's in there. I'm going to turn it on. All right. Ah! Isn't that lovely? All right. It should still... I'd like it to just keep ringing, because then I can adjust it. But it's not. Oh, bother, bother, bother. It came out. Okay. Okay. So now, see the, okay. These bells, from what I remember, you can turn them. Oh, and I guess if you turn them too far, they don't do anything. Well, that's not terrible. And it's also possible that after all these years, that the coils and things may be a little tired, and maybe things need a little lubrication. Don't we all need a little lubrication? Now, would I leave this on all the time? Is this really the right voltage for this, etc.? No, it really isn't. But I know that this bell is working. The other one may work. I don't know. Now, the other thing I have here, this is like a great big one that I figure would be on the wall of like a factory or something. It wouldn't have been in a phone. These ones here, I'm going to take this out now, were in telephones. This one here was not. This one here would have been something up on a wall so that people might be able to say, oh, the phone, or it's break time, or something. So I'm going to take these two wires, and they are not stranded. I'm going to put them in here, turn this on, and see if we get any movement. Well, I'm hearing a little something. I'm hearing something in here. I'll spin the bell, but it's not seeming to be doing much. I'm going to turn this off for a second, and I'm going to try to get the wires back in there, maybe a little more favorably. I don't know exactly where the connections in this thing are. But it's trying. Aha! It's trying. Alright, we'll adjust the bell. Oh. There we go. Now it's funny. I'll turn that off. See, it doesn't really want to get going on its own. It needs a little help. So it may be that lubrication or something is needed. It may be. I will see about this. Hello. I don't know what other adjustments there are. But I don't think that these things are definitely moving as much as they should. Alright. Now this one here, it's got another bell here, but I don't know that the thing is making enough movement. Here's a screw. I think that was the screw. Was that the screw? Yeah, it was. Let's see. Anyway, I guess these things are old and tired. I'm getting better at relating to that. I am. So I'll put this on, and I'll crank this up. Let's see. Once again, I can hear that things are trying to happen, but they're not moving that well. See, this should be like just chiming gloriously. Now, mind you, this may not be making, the best of a connection. It may not be. Anyway. Hello. Are you going to ring? Ah, that's better. Hello. Oh, I think it's actually now making contact on the other side. So there. Now, would I suggest you try this at home? No. I would not suggest this. What I will do, though, I'll put this cover back on. And I'll put this in with some other phone stuff. And I can say that the bells work. I wish I could test this other one here. Funny, there's not a lot of people who have real phones anymore, and I don't either. I wish I did, because I'd like to test this kind of stuff. I'm wondering if maybe if I unplug this, and then I bring it over here, and I plug it in, and I hook this onto the leg of this, and I bring this over here, and I hook it onto the leg of this thing, which is for the Christmas lights, if it will also let these things ring. Now it may be that this bell is just not going to work. Oh, well, it certainly won't work when it's not plugged in. I will, with great care, I do have this turned on, try and get this thing to make a connection here. Oh, okay, they're trying to get together. Never mind. So this one, I'm not sure. So because I'm not sure, I will put a question mark on it. And the other two, they do appear to work. Anyway, once again, do I suggest you do this at home? No. No. But anyway, see, long ago, my dad gave me a bell like this, and he said, you can use this for plays. And it was used in plays, and it is very impressive not to have a sound coming out of the speakers as if the phone rang, but to actually have the sound of a phone ringing. And so it was something that was wired up with a switch, or perhaps, as my electricity would say, a push button. And oh, back to that. When we took electricity class long ago at Northern Secondary School, they had things, bells and buzzers and things and stuff. And when we were in typing class, and I sat very close to the front where the phone was, occasionally we would take a battery and a a bell and a push button and have it all around it, put it inside the desk, and if something was getting heated or something, or you just wanted a laugh, you just push the button for about the regular length of a telephone ring and wait and pause and do it again and wait and pause and do it again, and the teacher would run up to the phone. Of course, there was no one on the phone. How magical was that? Anyway, and it was not, this did not happen all the time, but it was not until the very end of the year that we decided we should let on to what was up. So I came in the midst of doing typing things, put the battery and the button and the bell on top of the desk when the teacher was in the back, and then pushed the button and got them to head up to the phone as normal. And then they'd pick up the phone, and it didn't take long before they looked over and they saw you pushing the button saying, ha 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 ha. Anyway, all these funny things. Anyway, I will see about, what I may do is I may take a cord for this one from a Commodore 64 power supply that was bad, might strip the wires down and try and connect it, see what's what. I might. Anyway, that is enough for now. So once again, don't try this at home, but as you can see, it does kind of work. It does. I did find, remember, if you think back, some of the things that I got from Liquidation World were these outside telephone ringer things. And I don't know where they went. They should be in a box around here somewhere. But they would be brand new. And I would like to see if they would work better than these vintage things. And so at some point, I will. But for the moment, we're done. I'm going to put these things in a box with telephone things. And who knows, there are old telephone people around. I may offer up wire and connectors and things to other people. Or, you know what, maybe I'll call Bell and say, okay, I'm interested in having my phone reattached. And no, I don't want an internet phone. Can you just hook it up again? Can you? And they'll probably say, no. But we'll see. Anyway, thanks for coming to the basement. Have a lovely, lovely day. Bye for now.